There we go. Morning, day 19 on the AT. It's a clear and cold one today. Just trying to stay warm as I hike here. Yesterday, landed in Erwin. Uncle Johnny's hostel is there right on the trail. I picked up a resupply. Second, let me show you this. I'm going by a little stream here. As I was saying, Uncle Johnny's hostel is right there. It's an outfitter also, so I was able to pick up my resupply box. I stayed at a hotel down the road, so I was walking to the hotel. Just a guy on a pickup pulled over and gave me a ride to the place. Really nice, just one of the kindnesses along the trail that you get. I also, at the outfitter, picked up a sewing kit. So one of my pack modifications, don't judge me too harshly, I cut the waist belt off, the hip belt off my pack and sewed on a different one, my wife's sewing machine. And I used, must have used cotton thread on one of the sides because I think the cotton thread just rotted out. So I took the sewing kit and re-sewed the belt back on. Should be good to go. There's just a little bit of an inconvenience without it. It's okay without it. But it worked out, should work out good. I strengthened the other side. Good stay there. Got my resupply. Was able to do some laundry and shower up and talk to Marion and the family. Really fun time. And rest a little also. That felt good. So back out today, put some miles on, and I'll catch up later. Coming up to the summit. You can see off in the distance. Clouds rolled in. There was some snow earlier. So it's going to be some weather tonight. So I'm looking at alternate plans. We got the last throes of winter here for the next couple days. A little snow coming in. I'm gonna do around 20 today, head back into town for the night. About 15 minutes ago when I was doing that, I was screwing around with my phone and tripped, did a ninja roll. All is well. Man down on the trail. Springtime in Tennessee. Good morning. It's day 21. I'll tell you about day 20 real quick. I went in on the evening of the 19th, got back into Erwin, and then after eating dinner, checking the weather, saw that there'd be a pretty big storm yesterday, day 20, and just decided to, I'd been going pretty hard, to take a rest, let the storm sort of work its way through, and it'd be clear today. So I'm going through about 4 to 6 inches of snow right now. It's supposed to be good to clear today and warming up, so we'll see if it turns into a slushy mess. Yesterday, though, got to eat and rest. A hiker I had met in Gatlinburg, YOLO, his wife came, and so they had a car, and I caught a ride with them into town and picked up another pair of socks. I seem to be wearing holes in socks pretty fast. So I grabbed another pair of socks. Should be good with that. And a couple Snickers bars. Just a little more food. The plan for today is just to go easy. I don't think I'll be able to go very far or fast in this snow. It's slow going, but you know, it's give it a day or two and I'll be able to go again pretty good. It was good to have a rest. All right, I'll show you a couple shots of the snow as I travel through today. That's off where I came from. It's really pretty with the sun and the trees. So the snow, despite being a bit of a pain to walk in, it's actually really pretty. Very nice. And I also find the higher the sun gets in the sky, the more my mood and improves also in my attitude. It's been pretty nice out here this morning, really quiet with the snow. Got a viewpoint, about 7 or 8 miles in. And then this is back up the trail. Just came over that one. I'm just hoping I don't go down. It's a typical pipe spring. Just comes off the hill. Good morning, day 22. Stayed in a shelter last night. 5 of the guys, it was packed. But the ground was fairly soggy from the snow. Dried out pretty well overnight, dropped in elevation. You can see a lot of the snow's gone. It's still a little bit up high, but I think it's going to be a nice day today and tomorrow. I'll show you a couple shots of what I saw earlier in the day on some of the balds. Yesterday and this morning, I went over what's called Roan Mountain. It's a bunch of balds or peaks without any trees on them. Really pretty and open. Just super pleasant. Nice hiking. One of the better parts of the trail I've been on. Really enjoyed it. So I'm heading into about a half mile off the trail. There's a hostel with a food truck at called Station 19E. So I'm going to try and get in there, be in there for lunch, grab some lunch, and then get back on the trail. The group that I camped in the shelter with last night, I knew a few of them, hiked with one of them this morning, who I'd met a week ago, so beginning to see people reoccurring faces out on the trail, which is nice. It eventually happens. It's good to get to know a few folks. I think I'm heading into Tennessee and then Virginia. Well, I'm getting back on the trail. I just stopped at station 19E, a hostel and restaurant, and after a Reuben sandwich and a Coke, I'm fueled up and ready to do some climbing and some more hiking. Had lunch with a couple other hikers, and then the cook came out and we talked, and just a good time. Nice day on the trail. The sun is off and on, and it's definitely warming up. It's the end of the day here. I gotta say, yesterday and today were just really beautiful days hiking, really nice. It was a long one today, but really pleasant. Spending time with, getting to know some people on the trail and seeing them. I just, an hour ago, saw a guy camping that I camped with last night, and we just stood there and talked for a little bit. And then it's a couple hours till sunset, and I got about an hour, less than an hour of hiking to get to camp. So sign off for today and pick it up tomorrow. I might show camp if I have the energy. We'll see. Home sweet home. Good morning, day 23. Today I am heading into a place called Black Bear Resort. It's a hostel. I got a drop box there, or a resupply box. I'm going to pick up some resupplies there, find out about getting some laundry and a shower done. And I think they got something to eat, which I'm hoping to do. I might stay there. I might just pack up and move out. We'll see as the day comes. There was a little rain last night and a little bit this morning. I'm not sure if there'll be more today. Expecting more, but I'm seeing spots of blue sky, so I guess I'll see what the day gives me. Let me show you this forest I'm looking at here. Okay, this is the light rain. This is the rain that I didn't know how to deal with. It's a light rain. It's warm. So if I have my jacket on, I just boil. So this is the type of rain, I think, where you just get wet either way and see what happens. I guess that just goes back to the rain philosophy of you're not going to stay dry, you just want to stay warm. All right, let me give you a little update here. Walking by a river. I'll show some of that scenery that I went by just a minute ago. So I went into Black Bear Resort. It's a little hostel, and did some laundry, took a shower, got my resupply, and then I just decided to keep going. And there's some old boy driving up and down in his Razor gave me a ride there and gave me a ride back. Just super nice and friendly, just a good guy. So now I'm off hiking, and when I got to the trailhead back there, there's another hostel, Boots Off, I think is the name of it, and it's 8 miles, 8.5 from trailhead there, so about 3.5 hours, somewhere in there, depending on train. So I might just, I don't think they'll have room, I might tent there, we'll see, but just good miles today. Sort of kick back. There's a guy ahead of me, Icarus, who I've seen over the past 3 days and hiking with now. Anyway, if there's anything good, I'll show it. Steady. And there's the falls. All right, I'm near the end of my day. I'm about 4 miles out. Not sure exactly what I'll do. If I'll go to that hostel and tent there, or gotta see what they have for food, or just tent somewhere. But what I think I'm gonna do is call it a end, and if I get there and they got some Wi-Fi, I'll probably post this. Yesterday I listened to a little Queen. Today I'll finish out my day listening to some Boston, which means listen to the first album, since it's pretty much the same after that. It's been a really great few days. Looking to get into Damascus and then on to my next one, but starting to feel good. Probably in the next set of videos, I'll talk a little bit about the adaptation that's taken place over the past 3 weeks, both mentally and physically. Anyway, that's enough for now. I'll show you this trail. It'll look similar to the other ones, and then I'll probably post out.